Okay, last class up to here we completed, right? So what is the problem of array? How to solve the problem of array? By using class. Okay. Then inside class we are creating variables to store values. Then in order to provide memory to all that variables, we need to create object. And to store that object and access that object, we need to create variable. Then array. Example E1 equal to new example. Aja. Hello. Why your batch every time system giving problem? Huh? Are you doing any chatabadi something? Huh? System should not work. System should not work. Nani? Anything you are moving chair here? Yes, you are moving chair. Okay. Now look at here. There is voice problem. Example E1 variable, then object, variables, object, reading well. Okay, tell me what is the advantage of the class? Class will give us to a chance to create our own variables to store different type of values. Then what the limitation of the class? Is there any limitation to the class? Yes. Array and class both are having one common limitation. That is, once you create either array object or this class, we can store only fixed size values. If we create array and store 10 values, that's it. Lifelong that array will contain only 10 values. If we create array of class with 5 variables, then lifelong this class can contain only 5 variables, means I can store only 5 values. Then what the solution to this class limitation? In future you have to learn collections, which is the last chapter of our Java. Okay, collections you are going to learn at class, but in Python they will teach in the continuation to this data types only. But I don't think so you will understand in Java. In Java a little bit depth is there. Python is a Bujji language, 6th class language. Are you 6th class student? No, the great white collar job, BTech student, no. The beauty is LKG fees is more. 10th class fees is less. BTech fees is less, right? 10th class, LKG fees will be lakhs of rupees you have to pay to the schools. Same way, Python is a LKG level programming language. For that you are paying 4,000, 5,000. Fees. For core Java, white collar BTech level subject, after all 2,500. Why people are paying more for Python 4,000? Because there is a heading called what? Core and advanced Python. What is core Python? No? Data types, operators, control flow statements is what? Core Python. What is advanced Python? No? Object oriented programming, exception handling, multi-threading. These are what? Advanced Python. Okay. What is our core Java? Entire core and Python together is called what? Our core Java. What is meaning of our advanced Java? Advanced Java means JDBC servlets and JSP. Their advanced Java is Django. The Amirpet knows how to take more money from your pocket. When Python introduced to the market, they have introduced with what word? Core and advanced. Advanced also combined. Okay, no problem. 4,000 we can pay. But after you talking to the Java people and realize, these people are cheating, what? Advanced Python and what? Core Java only. There is no other Java, other thing. Okay, our real advanced Java is part of another course called what? Django, which is 7,000, 8,000. Okay. Anything new, we are ready to pay more. Okay. Great people, Rabo. Dandam. Okay. So, I'm not criticizing the Python course or anything. Just I am telling how our mindset. Okay. Anything new, we like it. We pay more. Okay. Now, come. What is the limitation? Limitation of class. How can you solve? By using collection. So, the collection will be coming in the future. That is the last chapter. And then we tried one more example. Okay. Here I take an int, double, char, long. One more same. Now, shall I conclude the point now? Tell me. I want you understand one small project scenario here. Generally, you develop any project. What the online students, can you hear me properly? Is any voice breaking? Okay, some people are saying voice breaking. Okay, now listen. Any project you take, in every project we are going to store data in database, reading data from the database. Now, can database take the data directly from the end user? No. Database can take data, everything in the terms of what? Queries. Any of you joined Oracle course? Now I want to insert data inside database. Is there any front-end screen for entering the data in the Oracle? No. What you need? You should run one query, right? What the query? Insert into student where, into student bracket, you have to specify what? Values. So that query can written by, end user from the keyboard? No. If end user know how to prepare the queries on database to store his business data, then why Java people required? Yes or no? These entire languages came into market for preparing this front-end screen for taking the data from end user and put the data inside where now? Database. Everyone understood? So you are learning Java to develop an application to interact with what? Database. Okay, nice. Next problem. If you want to store data inside database, first of all, I have to take data from the keyboard. How to take the data from the keyboard, that you will learn in the next week. Okay, next week you are going to learn it. As of now, we are hard coding the values. Now, where you after reading the values from end user from keyboard, now you are storing inside. First of all, you have to store data inside the program. After storing data inside a program, I will verify the data is valid or not. Is there any error? Is there any wrong value sending? If it is a wrong value, then we will throw error back to the end user saying it's a wrong value, correct value enter. If the value is correct, then we will store in a database. So first of all, you should have an idea how to store data inside my program. Tell me how many different ways I can store data inside the program. Number one, by using primitive variable. Number two, by using array object. Number three, by using class object. So totally we have three ways. Of course, one more way is there by using what? Collection. Just now I told you now. So totally how many ways we can store data in the program? 4 ways. Number one, variable. Which variable? Primitive variable. By using primitive variable. Number two, array object. Number three, class object. Number four, collection object. Primitive variable, if you use, I can store only one value or one object. Okay, if I choose variable, I can store only one value or one object. If I use array object, I can store multiple values or multiple objects. Sir, how array can store object? Okay. You want to store primitive value integers. How can I store now? You should create int array object. Now I wanted to store primitive value. Then you are creating array by using what? Int. Visualize. Square bracket before what you write? Int. I want to store 5 floating point numbers. Then how to create array? Before square bracket, what I should write? Everyone, why you are watching me? Today Saturday. Okay, now weekend. Understood? Not in a mode to teach class. So I'll stop the class and I'll go. If you don't reply. Started. Circle. Arey Babu, don't sit that side, Nana. Okay? Come on. Target is this side people only. I will not concentrate on middle people. They will talk automatically. Okay? Now this side people only I will look at. That side also girls. Okay, na? So please try to reply. I want to store integer, multiple integers. Then what array I have to create? That means what you are visualizing in square bracket. Array means what you should visualize? Square bracket. I want to store 5 double values, means floating point numbers. Then which array I should create? Double square bracket, double array. I want to store 5 characters. Char square bracket, char array. I want to store 5 example class objects. You know how to create one example class object? How? Tell me. Example E1 equal to new example. Second object. Once you create a class, from that class we can create multiple objects. How can I create one more object? Example E2 equal to new example. If you repeat new example, what new keyword will do? Always it will provide new memory. New means new memory. Static means static memory. Static means what? One. Statue. In childhood, did you play a game called Statue? Statue, release. Now people are, now latest generation people are playing game, ice, water, okay? Now my son is playing in the school, my campus, they're playing with the kids, the game is what? Ice. And then somebody touch his body and say ice, then freeze. Okay, then other opposite person will come and touch his body, water, and then melt. Okay, wonderful. Our game is what? Statue, release. Okay, your game? Same game, huh? Chichi, we are very posh, sir. That type of games we never play, na? Okay, chalo. Childhood games are, very interesting games. They are having physical activities and what? Mind calculations. That way our elders, our grandparents has prepared, plays the games. But now all we guys are going to mobile games. Physical activities are not there. So encourage your kids to play more on outside, not on mobile. Future parents, right? So that's why. Right. Come on. So now what's the point? Now I wanted to store multiple example objects. There are 2 ways I told you to store multiple primitive values. What are the 2 ways? Number 1, by using multiple variables. Int I1 equal to 10, int I2 equal to 20, int I3 equal to 30. Remember? What is the problem we found with these individual variables? The program becomes static nature. Static nature means what? Every time I should modify the code as and when I want to add new values to store. Similarly, if I want to store multiple objects of a class, from one class, I can create multiple objects. Okay, now video not struck, Shama, your brain got stuck. Okay, now visualize what I am explaining and listen. What I should type on the screen? I want to create multiple objects. You want me to type, I want to create multiple objects. Come on guys, tell me. So I want to create multiple objects. How can I create one object? New example. One more object? Again new example. One more object? Again new example. If I write 3 times new example, new example, new example, then every time that example class 5 variables memory created or not? What? I1, D1, CHU, LEA, S. The 5 variables are provided memory. All 5 variables are initialized with their own values. Yes. If I write new example second time, then what happened? One more memory copy will be created, right? Same above memory copy created on the same address or new address? New address. What is that? 2020. Assume that 10, 20, 20. And now one more object you created. What happened? One more memory address is created at what? 30, 30. Now I want to read I1, D1, these variable values from first object 10, 10. It should have a name, na? What the name you want to provide? E1. Second object? Third object? So totally how many variables you created? 3 variables. Example E1 equal to new example. Example E2 equal to new example. Example E3 equal to new example. Come on, try to speak and try to, participate and encourage your friends. By seeing you, other people should feel shame and should start talking. Or my friends are talking, let me also talk. Okay, I'm not a statue. Okay, na? Okay, if anybody there next to statue, touch them and say, release. Okay, na? Release, okay? Keep on, try to push them to talk. So you have to encourage. Come on, talk. How many times he has to say talk? Why don't you talk? People who are not talking, I'm damn sure next coming 10 days, they will stop come to the class. Here onwards, open challenge to your batch. Here onwards, day by day, you will see more empty chairs in the class. Open challenge. Ready? Bet. I will win. I will win. You will win. No, I will win. Today onwards, bet you can observe slowly, because almost 4 weeks completed. Our batch started. 1 month completed, na? Huh? 1 month completed. What is it? Fifth week or sixth week? Okay, 1 month completed, no? Yeah, people will have the interest of learning content only for 1 month. 1 month they will hold their, learning spirit. After 1 month, when batch completed. Slowly the question is turned. Learning thought is changed to what? Batch completion thought. See, this fellow not completing batch. I will complete my batch myself. Okay, na? They'll stop coming. People who are speaking in the class and learning the subject, they will continue till the end and they will enjoy the subject and they will get the job. My classes is a kind of, train. Bullet train. Starting is slow. But once started, it never stops. Okay, na? The growth will be, the success will be, the salary will be, your positions will be, tuck, will be changed. Other people learning is what? Very fast. How much fast they will start, that much fast they will come back. Okay? So they complete the course in Ameerpet fast, they'll get the job fast, but their growth is stopped in the company. Where they were, there only forever. Means no subject knowledge, no analyzation capacity, no depth knowledge. So team lead, team manager not happy with the work you are doing, the skills you are having, then they don't give you more promotions, more salary. You join late in the company because we are taking more time to complete the course, because we want to learn that much depth and every point. Once you complete your course, then once you get the job, completing late, getting job late, no problem. But once you get the job, your success will be super fast. Your team lead every day getting job. You completed this task. Yeah, I thought of you take 1 week. Why 1 week? Too many small topic completed. Get up. Again, 1 week task you will complete in 1 day or 2 days, fast. And you are analyzing perfect example, perfect programs, perfect code you are writing, high performance programs you are writing. Your team lead, team manager or project manager observing your talent. Slowly they will start assigning new team members as your unofficial team members. Lead this person, guide this person. That means slowly making you team lead. And then generally as a team lead, team manager, what type of, activities we do, maximum we will escape from our responsibilities by giving all our responsibility to our juniors. Whoever capable of handling this pressure, we will take them as a, proxy. Proxy means, instead of me, he will work. Then slowly we will take him to what? Client calls also night. Hey, stay. There is a client meeting. Sir, why I am not leave now? So what? You don't want to learn? Stay. Because next time if I miss, you can attend. No. That's what my intention is. So slowly I am preparing you for client meetings also. So then slowly within 1 year, you will be promoted as what? Team lead. People who completed fast course, teasing you in Ameerpet, every dog has a day, na? Now you have a day. Call them. Era, where are you? What is your salary? What is your position? You are there? I am here. So that gap is slowly increasing very fast. So that's what the power of learning subject depth. That's why I used to say one slogan, subject first, job next. Don't run behind job, run behind subject. Once you gain subject in company, you will see wonderful growth. And when you are moving from current company after serving for 2 years for one company, definitely you have to move to another company. Don't stay with any company more than 2 or 2.5 years. If you are staying with the company more than 2.5 years, then you yourself stopping your salary, you yourself stopping your growth. Knowledge and salary if you want to grow. After 2 years, 2.5 years, compulsory you have to move to another company. Then move to another company, and then with a double salary, double position. Next 2.5 years, again next company, like that. Wherever more salary is giving, there you have to move on. Within 3 to 3.5 years, you have to see the salary of 30 lakh per year, not monthly. Again, your target is what? Within 3.5 years, your salary package must be 30 lakhs. That is your target. Can you? Oh, 30 lakh. How is it possible? Possible. In IT industry, everything is possible. Then you must ask me a question. Then why you are here, sir? You are having 17 years of experience, 17 years and how many crores you can earn? Why you are here? If I am there in a high-tech city, who will prepare you people as software engineers? Yes or no? I get more happiness, more enjoyment by seeing your success, not by seeing my success. Okay, now by seeing your salary package, not by seeing my salary package. So that kind of people also there. Okay, if all people are Arjuna, Karna, where is Dronacharya? Right, my point. So I want to be Dronacharya, Lord Krishna. I want to make what? Arjuna. Okay. So Gita Saramsam. Understood? So please participate in the discussion. Here onwards we are moving towards what? Projects development. So projects development time. First I will give you overview picture. Then I'll go and code it. Are you following? Now onwards, coding will not be there first. First I want to give you thought process to your brain. What I am doing, why I am doing. Then I will go to the system for just testing this thought process. All faculties will teach first program. From the program they will teach you what? Theory. But I don't do that. I don't want to touch system, because by keeping the interview in the mind, in interview, system will give you to tell the output? No. What they're giving? One paper will give with the program asking, tell me what is the output of this program. That means you must read that program with your eyes, analyze that program with your brain, find the output with your pen and paper. Yes or no? That's what we are trying to learn from today. You have learned sufficient content. Start visualizing and analyzing the subject. Let's work on one technique called ARV. Ready? What the technique? ARV. What is the ARV means? Analyze. A means what? Analyze. ARV. R means realize. V means what? Visualize. Analyze. Okay. I want to store data. How to store data? There are 4 ways. Number 1, primitive variable, array object, class object, collection object. 4 ways. That is what? Analyze. Then realize means what? Differences between. Okay, if I create a primitive variable, what can I store? I can store only one value. If I want to store one more value, I should create multiple variables. If I create multiple variables, what is the problem? Program becomes static nature. Then that is called what? Oh, primitive variable advantages this, disadvantages this. That is called what? Realization. Then visualization. When faculty is talking about primitive variable, should not see the spelling of primitive, PRIMITEV, primitive variable spelling should not see. You must visualize what? Int A equal to 10 and its memory box, A box with what value? 10. If I say example E1 equal to new example, if I say class object, immediately what you should visualize? Class example open bracket, closed bracket with some variables, and then example E1 equal to new example, E1 memory box, new example circle with internal variables and internal there object circles. This entire thing start visualize. So today onwards, compulsory I will work on ARV technique. If you follow me, come along with me with this ARV technique. Their thinking capacity, understanding capacity, enjoying will be more. Okay, na brother? Chustana, roll chustana. Every day I am seeing you. How many days you will take to change you yourself? ఎక్కడ మాట్లాడుతున్నా బ్రదర్? ఇప్పుడే చూసా కదా. ఓకేనా అంటే అన్నావు. ప్లేస్ ఎందుకు చేంజ్ అయ్యావు? లేటుగా వస్తే లేపేసే. ఇది నా చైర్ అని చెప్పు. ఓకే ఓకే. సో come forward. Okay, you have to talk yourself. You have to tell yourself, right? I should speak. The moment you step into the class, tell yourself why I came today class. Talk yourself. Why I came today class? For listening or speaking? If your internal voice is saying listening, take the pen and hit yourself. Remove the capre. Okay, blood should come out. So that internal voice will come out what? Speak. Okay. Hurt your body one time so that next time will come. In childhood, teachers used to beat you so that you will change yourself. With that fear, more teacher may beat. So come on, sir. Try to come forward and try to learn. Very horrible topics we are starting. Complex topics we are starting. Okay? Come on, apply ARV technique. Bolo, under me, I want to store multiple objects. To store multiple objects, how many ways we have? 2 ways. 2 ways we have. Number 1, by using individual variables. Example E1 equal to, example E2 equal to, example E3 equal. That is a one way. Now, if I create individual variables, what is the problem? Program become what? Static nature. This program always will work with what? 3 objects. In future, if you want to add more object, then I have to modify source code. Then what is the solution to this problem? Array. Collection we didn't enter, na? What is the solution to this problem? Array. So, what is the use of array? Array is what? Meant for storing multiple values or multiple objects. Array is used for storing multiple values or multiple objects. Up to now, you have worked with what? Multiple values. Now onwards, we need to work with what? Multiple objects. Okay, now online students? But a screen is not freezed above. I am explaining that screen only, dirty fellows. Are you not seeing the statements? Want to store same type of multiple values or multiple objects, I should use what? Array object. This much, dummy fellows you guys are. Mohammed Taufik, what I told you, hide the screen, I told na? Why you are seeing their faces? You are liking their face? See, wonderfully he is watching screen. Hello, Ravindra. Hey, Ravindra. Arey, Ravindra. Aslo aad peru kuda aadu teliyadu. Let me type, at least can you see? Understand online? What a wonderful people, online students. They will attend. అంతే అసలు అటు కనీసం స్క్రీన్ కూడా చూడట్లేదు ఆడు. బాబు రవీంద్ర అసలు వాడి పేరు కూడా మర్చిపోయి ఉంటాడు. ఈ ఫర్గాట్ ఈజ్ నేమ్ ఆల్సో. ఇప్పుడు నిద్రలేచాడు. అరే నా పేరుంది ఇందాక. Okay. Now, concentrate. Online students, please hide that video window. I already told you and I already shown you how to do that. So, all the people hide that video so other people will not disturb you. Now, listen. So, what the point I am trying to tell? I am explaining this screen only. I didn't teach anything. Okay, na? Right. Screen is not passed. Screen is not feased. Okay. I am talking this screen only. All the people tell me, what is the target of this slide? I want to store either one value or one object or multiple values or multiple objects of same type, or I want to store multiple values or multiple objects of different type. Then totally how many ways we have? 4 ways. I want to store multiple values and multiple objects of same type or different type without size limitation, without length limitation. Then I should use what? Collection. I want to store 10 values. And fixed 10 values I want to store. Then use array. I want to store just 10 values of different type. Then use what? Class. I don't know how many values to store. Time to time it is changing. Okay. Then I have to use what? Collection. When there is when you don't know how many values or how many objects to store, then only we choose what? Collection. But working with the collection, you require complete object oriented programming knowledge. So we cannot we cannot learn collection at this stage. Okay. Then come back. So now want to store single value or single object, I have to use what? Variable. If you want to store single value, which variable I have to use? Primitive variable. If you want to store one object, what variable I should create? Referenced variable. I want to store 5. Then which variable I should create? Int x equal to 5. I want to store one object of example class. New example. I have to create what variable? Example E1. Here example is what? Class name or data type? class name, but it is acting as what? Data type. So using data type E1, what am I doing? Variable I am creating. So if you want to store one value or one object, I must create either what variable? Primitive variable PV or what? RV. RV stands for what? Referenced variable. Next, I want to store multiple primitive values. Then I should create array, means square bracket with what? Primitive data type. I want to store multiple objects. Then which class objects you want to store? Example class or sample class or A class or B class. Then create the array by using that class name. So which class objects I want to store? Example. Then before square bracket, what data type I should write? Example. I want to store A class object. Before square bracket, what I should write? A. All people understand? I want to store multiple values or multiple objects of different type. Then I should use what? Class. Is that class predefined? No. First of all, you have to create that class. From that class, you have to create object. Primitive data types and arrays are predefined, but class is not predefined. You have to create by your own. Do you all understand this slide? Shall I ask one live example now? Now, this application is meant for storing employee data inside database. Okay, na? What data? Employee data in database. So, employee will contain what? Employee number? Will also contain employee name, employee number, employee name, salary, department, mobile number, email. So many details are there. Address, so many details are there. Now, everyone should answer, okay? I want to store, in my application, I want to store one employee number value. Then here, this memory is of what type? Inside main method class, this memory must be what type? Variable or object? I want to store one employee number. Then the memory should be what? Variable. Which type of variable? Which primitive type? Int or long. Okay, na? Int type, let's say. Int type variable I should create. You have to answer like this. Int type variable like that. Okay. Next, I want to store one employee salary. Salary longer. Money is a floating point number. Dot, some digits will be there. Na? Tell me, which type of variable I should choose? Double variable I should create. Excellent. Next question I'm asking. I want to store the gender of the employee. Male, female. Char, because you will store only one character, M or F, na? So you have to create a char variable. You have to use the full terminology, char variable. Okay. I wanted to take is he joined or not? Joined or not? Offer letter is released, but joined or not? Boolean variable. And again you are saying only data type. Full word. Boolean object or Boolean variable? Boolean variable I should create. Up to now understand? Listen carefully. I want to store employee name. String variable. I want to store a department. String variable. Okay, na? Next question I'm asking. Listen carefully. I want to store 5 employee numbers as a group to send to other department. Which object? I want to store 5 employee numbers. 5 employee numbers are of different type or same type? Then what should I create? Array. Which type of array? Int array. You have to tell full statement. Na? We should create int array, variable and object. Whenever you take reference data type, you should create 2 memories I told. Variable memory and object memory. Next, I want to store 5 employees salary details to the HR department. Double array, variable and object. Wonderful. Super. I wanted to send 5 employee names who are going to work in a particular project. Carrier arena. String arena. String array, variable and object. Okay, na? Already comfortable? Can you please tell me the statements for creating int array, double array and string array with the values? Int array, employee numbers equal to floor bracket 101, 102, 102. Okay, na? I am launching one horrible concept which you 100% will not understand. That's why I'm doing revision and making you involved in the discussion. So there are 2 ways of teaching, sir. Tell point directly. So that you feel, understood. Feeling understand required or really understand required? When you really understand, if the point is came to your brain and you are able to write by your own. So if I type on the screen and making you realize how to write and then make you copy, that is not really learning. How many days I can be there with you? Right? Next coming 2 months. After that, in company you have to work by your own. This entire analyzation skills you have to grow. That's why I am asking you to involve. Shall I ask a question now? Yes. I want to store 5 salaries. Tell me the full syntax. How to write a statement in the Java file? Double array salaries equal to floor bracket 10,000 comma 20,000 comma 30,000. Wonderful. .0 required you write? Compiler will add. Next. I want to store, carefully listen answer. I want to store 5 employee names. How will you write the code? String, square bracket, names equal to floor bracket, double quotes. Hari comma, double quotes. After Hari who will come? Balaya. Double quotes, Balaya comma, double quotes. Pawan Kalyan. Okay? HK, BK, PK. Okay, na? Always these people are our students, employees, bank accounts, wherever you go, these 3 people will come. Is it clear? Yes. Shall I ask next question? Yes. Pakka, you will not give answer. Ready na? Yes. 1 crore bet. If you give answer, I will give 1 crore. Okay, everyone I will give 1 crore. Okay. People who are not giving answer, I will take 1 crore from you. Okay. Come on. Everyone should respond. I want to store 1 employee, all his values. Which object? Why? 1 employee, all values means what? Employee number, employee name, salary, department. All these are what? Different type of values. To store a different type of values, what you require? Excellent, wonderful. Class, object. Which class? Inter, predefined. Double, predefined. String, predefined. Directly we can use for creating variables and object. I want to store 5 values of 1 employee. Then I required what? Class, object. Do you have any predefined class to store this employee 5 different type of values? No. Then what should I do? First I should create class called employee. Why the name of the class must be employee? Because I am storing whose values? Employee. So the class name must be what? Employee. Easy na? First what you should do? Create class called employee. Open bracket, closed bracket. Declare the variables. Then come to the main method. You must create object of that class. Employee E1 equal to new employee. And E1 dot. I should store the values of this employee na? HK values I want to store. BK values I want to store. PK values I want to store. Then how many objects I should create? 3. How many people values you want to store? 3 people. Then how many objects required? 3 objects. In first object, HK values. Second object, BK values. Third object, PK values. Samajh mein aaya? All people coming? Now you have to write this entire program. That's why, okay? First I am preparing the program on air. Then I will move it to the system. Okay, we should go to system not for learning, only for confirming what we learn correct or not. The thought process in your mind is very important. First of all, you should know where to go. Then go to Google Maps and ask, I want to go there, show me the path. Yes or no? Without knowing the destination, go to Google Map and say, Google Map, where you want me to go and will it tell? Nothing. System also same. System is asking, what you want me to do? Tell me. I don't know anything. You do whatever you want. First, you should have a thought process in your mind what you want to do. Shall I ask next question? 100% you will not understand. Paka? Previous question, what I asked, you understood. That is not the original 1 crore question, Ray. Okay, now why? Already the topic completed, you can answer, okay? This is the 1 crore rupee question. Ready? I want to store 5 employee details in the program. Subclass. Why subclass? I want to store 5 employee details in the program. Hey, what nonsense you are talking? Why you are going to collections and all? How many objects I should create? 5. 5 objects. So E1 equal to E2 equal to E3 equal to E4 equal to E5 equal. Then your program becomes static nature. I need to store 5 student numbers. 5 employee numbers. What did you say? Use int array, right? I want to store 5 integers. Then what do you say? Create int array. I want to store 5 floating point numbers. Double array. I want to store 5 characters. Char array. I want to store 5 string objects. String array. I want to store 5 employee objects. Employee array, why you are confusing, Babu? What array? Employee array. Why you are not coming with me? Why you are stopped? Oh, I don't know. Why you are saying yourself? I don't know. I am giving the path. Int array, double array, char array, string array. Similarly, into, double, char, boolean, string, employee. Right? Using a data type, you can create a variable int I1. Also, you can create what? Array. Int array IA. Now tell me, the class is a user-defined data type. Last class we have written notes also. A class is a user-defined data type. Means it's our own created data type. Like int, it is also data type. Using the data type, can I create variable? Yes. Employee E1. E1 can store only 1 employee object. But I want to store 5 employee objects as a group. Then I should create a variable array object. Array object. How to write? Employee square bracket EA equal to flower bracket. Inside flower bracket, earlier what he written? 1, 2, 3. What is 1? Int value. What is 2? Int value. What is 3? Int value. Similarly, what I should store inside employee array? Employee object. How to create employee object? Employee E1 equal new employer. Employee object is employee E1. That is the name of the variable, right? That is the name. What is object here? New employee. In a flower bracket, what I should write? New employee, comma. One more time. New employee, comma. One more time, new employee, flower bracket. 3 employee objects I want to store. I want to create int array to store 3 values. Have you created int I1 equal to 1, int I2 equal to 2? Did you write like that? Directly have written what? Int array IA equal to flower bracket 1, 2, 3. Similarly, in place of 1, what should come? New employee. 2 place, new employee. 3 place, new employee. Easier? Very easy. If you participate and accept. If you are watching seriously by staring with me, then finally what you get? No, nothing will come. Right. Are you ready? Yes. Now look at here. So, finally, I have completed the most important point. What? Whenever you wanted to store values inside a object, what I should create what? Memory. This memory can be a variable memory or can be an object memory. This object memory can be an array memory or can be what? Class. So when should I choose a variable? When should I choose? Next. This variable can be what? Primitive variable or can be what? Reference variable. So when should I use primitive variable? When should I use reference variable? When should I use array object? When should I use what? Class object. That clarity is very important. Hope this slide has given you that clarity. Yes. Alright. Summary. Continuation to yesterday close. Summary on the usage of. Summary on the usage of variable and objects. Summary on creating variables and objects. Write down this diagram as it is. Babu Rajput, the screen is not struck. I am explaining that screen only. Your brain got struck. Rajput, are you writing? Alan students, any confusions in this diagram? Do you understand each point, what I explained on this diagram? Varsha, why you need to upload? Are you not writing? Then why you want again documents? Seva. What save, Amma? Your notes is not safer. Don't depend on future. Depend on present. Store everything in your mind. Divyansh, whatever values you store, those values will be there, na? If you don't store any values, no values. Guys, completed writing? Okay. Shall I proceed to develop projects now? Okay, look at here. Can you understand this code? I just want to quickly make you understand all these three statements. Look at here. I want to store one value or one object. What statement you write? Int x equal to 50. Example E1 equal to new example. Where are you writing these two lines? In main method? Visualize in the main method. You are writing int x equal to 50. Example E1 equal to new example. So tell me, I want to store multiple values as a group, multiple objects as a group. Tell me what statement I should write here. I want to store multiple values. Now, what do you write? Int array IA equal to flower bracket 3, 4, 5. Whatever the values. I want to store multiple example objects as a group. What I write? Come on. Example array EA equal to new example. Sorry. Flower bracket. New example. Comma. One more time. Wonderful. New example. Then immediate doubt will come. Sir, what is the memory diagram? I not understand, sir. Array, what are the memory diagram for this first statement? Same memory diagram for second also. Why confusion? No confusion. This is x is a primitive variable. Here E1 is a referenced variable. Why E1 is called referenced variable? Because it is created by using referenced data type and it is meant for storing reference of the object. Okay, next. Storing multiple values and multiple objects. Int IA equal to 5, 6, 7. Example array IA equal to new example, new example. Up to now, all you understand? Right. What is this IA? Int array is an array variable with primitive values. Then what is EA? EA is an array variable with objects. New example is objects. Okay, right? Below code shows. Where will you write all this code in your system? If you want to test all these points in your system, you have to write in main method. Below code shows. First point, storing one value and one object. All you people know the memory diagram of int x equal to 50? Draw side. Java means memory. Remember, if you don't draw memory, you will face problem. Int x equal to 50. You must visualize memory. X box with what value? 50. Now, example E1 equal to new example. Then here, rough memory diagram you write. E1, then circle created with how many variables? One. E1 is one variable. New example, previous class. I1, D1, CH, LA, yes. All variables. Reference is what? 10. Just a dummy diagram. Here directly values are stored. In LA, long array object is created. Okay. And then now SA string object is created. That char array you can hide it not. Then 10 store here point. Sir, any questions? Write that rough diagram also. Any point you are confusing, please ask. I'm ready to explain. Topic is little horrible, not easy to understand. That's why I'm going slow today. With this knowledge, you can develop projects very easily. Evening 6 p.m. batch students were enjoying the classes like anything. I'm so happy. I know I am eagerly waiting for 6 p.m. When 6 p.m. will come, when come, I'm waiting for teaching them. Okay. So hope the same interest you also will create in the class. I should wait for your 9 a.m. slot also. So please daily practice and come. If you have any doubts, please ask. Don't hesitate. Now let's move to the next point. Storing multiple values and multiple objects. What is the final doubt? Venkatramana. Write these two statements and comment. Can you draw memory for the first array? Second array I will teach. First I want you to draw first array. Yeah, even is a reference variable, na? What is the doubt in that? Create array, int array object by your own. Hope everyone working, right? Arrow. Check our work along with me. Don't wait till I complete. So it's not, new points to you. And don't write half of diagrams. A half diagram only written. Don't write anything. What you are doing, buddy? What you are doing when I'm writing on the screen? Feeling lazy, huh? Then why you are come to the class? When you guys not interested to learn, why you are coming? Just for time pass? If not interested to learn, try to find other places where you can work. It's your life. It's not college. In Naresh IT is not your college. On your interest, you came and joined. No one came to your home and asking to join. So when you are not interested to learn Java, just stop and go back to your hometown and do the work, whatever you like. Don't waste your money and time. Don't work for me. Don't work for your parents. Work you yourself. For you, you work. Just realize your future. No Java, no job, no money, no life. Sneha, Write as many as you want, Amma. Who asked you to only 2? You want to write one more? You write. Durga Bha. Durgam. Durga Madhu. What is the name? Durga Madhab. Okay, Babu. Then you went to a doctor and telling to the doctor, I am not feeling well. Then what is your problem? He asked. That is the doctor, I am not feeling well. What medicine he can give, Bhaiya? What is the problem you have? Answer. Ask. Point. Ask your problem. Don't say that you have problem. I do know what is your problem. Okay, guys. Have you completed this memory? Tirupataya, your message he cannot see. I said you hide that window. Why you are seeing his face? Hide window. Your message he cannot see. The people will keep on open camera and disturb us. Find problem, find the solution to problems yourself. What you have written, sir? Tell me. Int array IA. Based on this memory, next memory will come. Please try to understand. Okay, next question is what? Now tell me. Int IA variable. Next one is what? Array object. Can I write down? So that this space I will use for the example object. Okay, let me write here. Array object is created with how many locations? Why 3 locations? Because 3 values. So please everyone participate. It's my humble request. Try to open your mouth. If you don't know English, speak in Hindi. No problem. Language is not matter. Your communication is important. 0, 1, 2. Okay. Everyone should answer. Okay. Ready? These are called variables or memory locations. Of what type? This variable is of array type. Because you have used data type int array. These the locations are of what type? Not int array. They are what type? Int. Why they are of int type? Because you created array by using int. And these locations are meant for storing int values. All people understand? Can you use this point in the next question? When I'm asking second question, you have to consider first question answer. Always second question I will ask from first question answer. Don't use your brain to answer. Try to use the previous question answer to answer. Okay, na? Never try to answer. Try to derive the answer. Bro, in childhood, intermediate, you have a big expression given. Log of x equal to something expression. Are you writing direct answer? No. What are you doing? Implies. Therefore, right? Last conclusion answer you are giving. Similarly, you should derive the answer for asking question. You should not directly find the answer. Okay? Right. So first question answer will form second question. Second question answer you have to derive from first question answer. This is the habit you should grow. Now tell me. Now here all these variables are of what type? Int type. Because the array is created by using int. For storing int array object or for storing int values are. Wonderful. Okay. Then here 5, 6, 7 store. Then reference is what? 10. Now the 10 stored in IA, pointing to it. Online students, did you understand? All you people received my terminology? Offline students, online students, both. Again, I'm asking confusion point. This circle is what? Int array object. But internal locations are what? Int locations. Int type locations for storing integers. Okay. Now tell me, next statement is very complex. If you try to understand, you will not understand. Oi, Penara, did you listen? If you try to understand, 100% you will not understand. Don't try to Understand. Try to analyze. Compare with the previous diagram. You will understand. So tell me, if you want to store 5 integers, how many variables group you require? 5 int type variables. Okay, na? If I want to store 5 example class objects, how many variables you require? 5 variables of array na? 5 variables of example. Wonderful. 5 variables of example. Example E1 equal to, example E2 equal to, example E3 equal to, right? But if you create E1, E2, E3 variables by your own, the program become what? Static nature. Now I should ask array, you yourself create E1, E2, E3, E4. With the name what? 0, 1, 2, 3. Dynamic name. E1, E2, E3 are what? Static, fixed name. 0, 1, 2, 3 are what? Dynamic name. If you increase, the number increase. If you decrease the variable, number is decrease. Are you catching my point? Now answer my question. EA. Okay, in this array object, first what variable is created? EA. Is EA example type or example array type? Super. Hats off to you guys. Okay. I thought of you will say example. I am ready to scold you, but you didn't give me a chance. Excellent. Okay. You have to win always in the war. Tell me. Now this EA is not example. EA is what? Example array. That means this variable is meant for storing the reference of example array object or example class object. Example array object. Super. Okay. Example array object, not example class object. Sir, what is the difference between example array object to example class object? Example class object means the variable memory which you declare in the class example. I1, D1, CH, LA and S. These 5 or 6 variables memory is called what? Example class object. Tell me, is this EA variable is meant for storing that example class object reference? No, it cannot store. It is meant for storing what? Example array object. Tell me, example array object means what? E1 variable, E2 variable, E3 variable. The example class referenced variables memory. Yes or no? Now observe. Here array object is created. Online students, screen is not struck above. I am talking, explaining. Visualizing? This is example array object with how many locations? Locations means what? Variables, right? How many variables? Look at there. In the flower bracket, how many objects you mention here? 2. Then how many locations created? 2 locations created. 0, 1. Okay, I am hiding length variable for the time being because of space problem. Okay, na? Then this is what object, Nana? Example array object. One thought should stored in your mind. Example array means referenced variable. E1, E2, E3. In place of E1, what name coming? 0. In place of E2, what coming? 1. Wonderful. Then now you created this array object for what purpose? Storing values or storing objects are? Objects of what type? Example. Tell me, is this new example will come on store here? No, 5 coming on storing, 6 coming on storing, like that. New example store. No. What is new example? New example is a class object. Okay. Like how you created this new example object, circle, arrow. Same way. What happened, buddy? Here, example class object is created. This is not array object, buddy. This is what? Example class object. Example class object with how many variables? 6 variables. What are the 6 variables? I, D, CH, LA, yes. Now this LA pointing to its own array object with the 2 locations, and it is pointing its one string object. I am writing rough diagram. Hope you understand it. Then this example array object reference is 2020. This example class object reference is what? 3030. Everyone should answer. Where now 3030 stored? Wonderful, super. Here 0 with 3030 will be stored and then pointing. It's like wonderful you are coming here. Now I am getting happy tears. Okay. Next let me now. Next one more new example is there. What this new example will do? One more new object is created. Another new object is created with how many variables? All 6 variables, one more copy memory created. Eko, do, tino, charu, panchu, sixu. Okay, 0, chiche. This is what? I, D, C, H, L, A, yes. Again this LA pointing its own array object and pointing its own? No, it will point to the same string object. Confused. Correct? Once I say statement, immediately what? Not understand. First I accept. Oh, new object not created. Why? String. String is a special, na? Whenever you display string, directly content is coming. When you create string object, same literal. Literal means what? Double quotes, HK, double quotes, double quotes and it. If the same literal is repeatedly you ask to provide memory, JVM will not create multiple memories. Advaina, understand? Again repeating. String S1 equal to double quotes, Hari. String S2 equal to double quotes, Hari. String S3 equal to double quotes, Hari. How many variables you created? 3. S1 box, S2 box, S3 box. Visualizing? Yes. Online students, screen not struck. Visualize. Okay. 3 variables are created. Then next following by equal to double quotes. Hari there na? First time it appeared in the program. Then JVM creates that object. Double quotes Hari object created with reference what? 1010. 1010 stored in a S1 variable. Pointing to that object. Okay. Able to visualize? Yes. Working on ARV technique. Down JVM coming. String S2 equal to double quotes Hari. S2 variable separate memory created. Equal to what you have assigned? Same string literal which you have already created in the previous line. Now, JVM will not create new object. It will take the previous object reference. What was that? 1010. The 1010 only storing in S2. Now S2 also pointing to same object. Hello? Are you catching my point? Next, string S3 equal to, again you written what? Double quotes, sorry. Now S3 variable is created with what? New memory. And then, will it create new object? No. Because the characters and literal is what? Same. Then previous object reference 1010 will take and store it in S3. Now S1, S2, S3. All variables are pointing to same object. Everyone understand? Yes. What happened here? One object is created and it is reused by 3 variables. This feature is called, this concept is called string pooling. What we call? String pooling. String objects comes under what? A special feature called what? Pooling. What the meaning of string pooling? Create object only one time and repeatedly use that object for multiple variables assignment. All you people comfortable? Right. So tell me, in our class I have written directly string S1 equal to double quotes Hari. Now that Hari object again I am re-executing. Then S variable is separately created, but object is not created. The previously created object reference only will come and store and its reference is pointing. Samajh mein aaya everyone? So tell me, how many special points are there for string? 2. Number 1. Number 1, when you display string object, directly its content will be displayed. Second, when you create the same object repeatedly, new object is not created, only one object is created. That one object reference only everywhere will assign. Now, this object is what now? 40, 40. Where this 40, 40 will be stored in? One location and it is pointing to it. Do you all understand? Yes. Then now 20, 20 will be stored in EA pointing to this array object. Now what did you learn from this last diagram, EA diagram? You learn how to store a class multiple objects as one group by using array. What the syntax? Class name, square bracket, variable name equal to flower bracket, first object, comma, second object. First object, how can I create? New example, comma, new example. Someone asked online students, sir, why you took only 2 objects, sir? Because space problem. Are you catching my point? I should create multiple objects, no? If I add here new example, new example, new example, how many I have to write space problem, right? Ray, not string pulling ray. Durgam, you are concentrating more on typing the questions, not listening and understanding the content. String pooling, P-O-O-L-I-N-G. Don't do overaction, ra. String pooling is only applicable for string, sir. The name itself, tenera tumri fellow. String pooling and only apply for string only, na? Great people, no? Their target is only what? How to ask many questions. Draw the diagram. Copying or writing your own? Try to write your own. It's not in you. Don't copy. Shall I remove it? Yes, that conference you are. Okay. Try to write your own. If unable, then only copy. Again, try to write next point. Unable, copy. Just try. Try your own. Don't cheat yourself. Here, Babu, Durgam. Understood? Durgana, Durgama. Durga, Madhav. But yeah, don't raise so many questions in your brain. Don't confuse yourself. Start. Use your brain. Analyze it. I enjoyed. No, I forgot one point. So tell me, these are what locations? Of what type? Array type or variables? These are variables. Of what type? Example type. Example type locations. This previous one is what? Int type location. These are example type locations. For what? For storing? Example class objects. I am writing here by using mouse. So writing will be wonderful, will come. Ray, this is not another object, Ray. Circle coming, so object don't feel. Are you writing left to right combination? Are you following the procedure? First variable created, then object created, then reference stored. Don't copy top to bottom as it is by writing arrows. Without object, how 40 came? Right? So don't copy top to bottom. That's what I'm saying. Follow the steps. First word, second word, third word. If you copy by your own, you'll not understand subject. Ask question. First word, second word. First EA. Next array. Then two locations. Then new example. We shared some number. Continuation number 10, 20, 20, 30, 30, 40, 40, 50, 50, 60, 60, 70, 70, 80, 80. Okay, na? Any number you can take. No objection. Except string, remaining all objects, new objects are created. Only for string, new object is not created. Okay, all you guys understood? Huh? Only for string, new objects are not created. Remaining all objects in Java, every time new object will be created. Why you are writing box? Circle. So you have written rough diagram here, but after go to home, will you create complete full diagram? Sudha Reddy, S1 equal to Hari, S2 equal to Krishna, or both are same objects or different objects? Then how can you say same reference you are asking? Sudha Reddy, 2 times I called. Then same person will come. Sudha Reddy I called, Hari Krishna I called. 2 times Sudha Reddy will come. Huh? ఏం పేర్లు రా పేర్లు రే శేషాద్రి కులకర్ణి don't sleep in class, huh? Next time onwards, listen carefully, you will understand. All people completed? So what is the special point we have learned here? Please right side. String object comes under string pooling. What the meaning of it? It means how many objects are created? For a literal, okay, it means when we use same string literal multiple times, only, okay, multiple objects are not created, underline same string literal, all comma, only one object is created and all referenced variables will point to same object as shown in above diagram. Tell me, EA of 0.s and EA of 1.s will pointing to the same string object with the content Hari. Sheshadri Kulkarni, understand the relation? వస్తున్నారా చూస్తున్నారా అది ఎవరు రాస్తాడు? నేను వచ్చి రాసేది మీ నోట్స్లో. ఏమి సార్ ఇంత లేజీ కూర్చుంటే ఎలా సార్? Not getting a, leave it. Nivedita, if you don't get, leave it. No problem. In coming future, after you get some maturity, then you will understand. There's no rule that everything should understand now only, right? Slowly you will understand. At least you by heart it, okay? There's a word is called string pooling. Mean what? Only one object created, another object is not created. Remember it. Completed? This diagram is not current topic. This is a continuation to yesterday class. Yes or no? People who have not have the visualization of yesterday example class memory diagram, today obviously will not understand. Yesterday and not yesterday, day before yesterday. So that's why everyday practice is necessary. Done? Completed? Still writing? Copy from other person if not complete. Online students completed? Now look at here. Identify, write down question. Identify how many string objects are created in the below program. String S1 equal to double quotes Hari. String S2 equal to double quotes Hari. Harilo Ranga Hari. S3 equal to double quotes Hari. Hey, which Hari? Which Hari ra? Small h Hari na capital H Hari ya? So be careful. String S3 equal to double S4 equal to double quotes NIT. Now try to draw memory for this. First of all, identify how many objects are created. Excellent. 3 objects are created. 3 string objects are created. Can you draw memory for the 3 string objects? First, what is created? S1 equal to double quotes came in the previous lines? No. Now directly you can write what? Hari inside. Don't go for complete memory diagram, not required. 10 stored in S1 pointing to it. Then next string S2 equal to Hari. Then what happened? S2 variable is created equal to Hari already came in the previous line. Na? So will it create new object? No. Previous object reference only coming. Previous object reference only coming. What the previous object reference? 10. 10 is pointed. The next S3 variable. What happened? This is the same object or new object? Java is case sensitive. Small h and capital H are not same. Another new object is created with capital HAR. If the same literal with the same case repeated, new object is not created. That's the point you should accept and remember. S4. What? Another object, NIT. These are new characters. Reference is, this is 20, 20, 30, 30. Yeah, Nagaveni, why I should show you? You can't you type yourself? Do you know how to type? Nagaveni Gopal Krishna. If everything I am only writing, then what you can learn, Amma? Try yourself. Can't you write main method, inside main method, can't you type those 2 lines? If you try, then you will get more clarity. Then ask your problems. Sir, all you people understand a string pooling? Still any confusions? Please ask. I'll try. The memory diagrams are very important. You should understand. If you confirm, I will remove it. Completed? Still writing up. Write along with me. Don't watch. Keep on. Don't watch. Look at here. I want to continue that diagram. So tell me, you created this array object. How to read 5? How to read 5? IA of 0, 6, 7. Okay. In this example object, we have I variable. No. In this example class object, do you have I variable? Okay, I1 may be above. Okay, exactly not name. Okay, I1, D, CH, LA. Can you please read that value and display? What do you write? EA alpha data. Alpha data. Why? Array. EA of 0 alpha data dot. EA of 0 dot I. Come on, next. EA of 0. No, this object not complete. Why you are going to second object? I want to read all values available in the first object and display. Come on. EA of 0 dot I. EA of 0 dot D. EA of 0 dot C. I am able to visualize the flow. Are you visualizing? You are looking at the white screen. What is happening? I'm visualizing the diagram and moving the flow. EA, arrow, dot, inside object, I. EA, off, 0, dot. Totally how many circles are coming? How many arrow marks coming here? Look at there. EA, off, 0, dot, I. This much visualization should come. Again, EA, off, 0, dot, D. EA, off, 0, dot, CH. Next one. EA of 0 dot LA. Next. LA means what you got? The reference of the long array. But I want its values also. Come on, tell me. EA of 0 dot LA. One more arrow mark is there, na? That arrow mark, how you go? Of 0. Super. Once again, EA of 0 dot LA of 1. 0 already over, no? 1, na? Next value 1. Okay? Super, na? Wherever I created this slide, in some batch I created this slide, that batch students are not intelligent as much as you. Understand? They are not that much intelligent. That's why I don't trouble them. Means what? I didn't teach all points as it is. I just, hide some secrets out behind. So just I'm saying, just to flow what they can understand, that much I taught. But your batch is intelligent batch. Really, I found, okay? You are understanding any typical point. Whenever I say it is very important, tough point, we are alert. Come on, tell it. We will take. Okay? So, that's why I tried, something new points. Tell me. Then, now, how to reading values? EA. Okay. First we read X. Then next, how to read E1 object value? E1 dot, E1 dot, E1 dot, E1 dot. Then if you want to read array values, IA of, IA of, IA of. If you want to read, now tell me object. So tell me, first I should come to where? Object. From the object, where I should come? This class. First I want to go to example object. To go to example object, I should come to what? Example array object. To come to example array object, I should come to what? EA. Understood? Then, what is the flow should start? EA. Then EA to example. Example to example array to example array. Example object. Okay, chalo, tell me now. First, ESOPLN, zooming or going. I should install another software. E of 0. If I write E of 0, what will it display? Example at the rate hash code. Okay, for the timing hash code, you consider as what? 40. Then, dot I, EA of 0 dot D, EA of 0 dot CH. Then, EA of 0 dot LA of 0. EA of 0 dot LA of 1. EA of 0 dot yes. Yes, direct, no off. Enjoyed it? If you want to read this second object, I should use what index? 1. EA of 1, EA of 1, EA of 1, EA of. Really? Okay. If you write EA of 0, EA of 1 like that, that program will become static nature, na? Can you write for loop? Right. Only difference is what? For loop 0 on one place, what you write? I. So can you write this SOPLNs by your own in your system? Pakka, really? So Monday by the time you are coming, this program completely will you practice and come? Right. So by today, we have completed the most important horrible topic, data types, types of data types, variables, object, array object, class object, and their applications. If you know this topic today, this week, entire week, we have discussed data types, I think, right? Data types, types of data types we learn based on that program. Then variable based on program, array based on program, and class, object and based on program, class and array object based program. Okay. So if you practice this 1 week content this Sunday, will you do that? This Sunday I don't want to give any new videos to you, new content, no need to learn. You must do revision. Data type chapter completely how to do revision. Complete notes is there with you, right? So please do revision, by heart each sentence. If you got any doubt, ask the questions in the group. I'm ready to answer. By Monday when you are coming, can I see more confidence? Monday I wanted to develop one more program where you have variable, primitive array, referenced variable, referenced array, combination with what? Class. So let's see. I want to go little more depth. Can you come? Boring? Boring or learning? If you feel boring, I will skip. No problem? Okay. So, next week class target is, listen. Next week target is, I want you understand one more program on combination of all these things learning. Storing multiple values and multiple objects of different type. So that is what Monday class. Listen sir, please stop talking. After class we can talk. Hey! Listen bhaiya, after class you can talk to him. Is he lover or what? After class can't you find him outside? Hello. Hey, yata chusta vendru. Telugu Hindi hai? Back. Telugu Hindi hai? Hindi kya bol raha hai tumko isko? Class hone ke baad you can speak na? Is he your lover? Say yes or no. Why you are still looking at me seriously? No, na? Then why you are talking in the class? Tell me, what are you talking? What he is asking? You are talking Hindi. How can I understand? What is the doubt? In last figure, what is the doubt? Ask bhaiya, I'll explain. Hindi mein ask. Sorry, after class ask him. Your friends cannot solve your problems, remember. Okay? Your friend is also having same knowledge as you have. You ask your doubts to me. Am I scolding when you are asking any questions? Hey, I'm your best friend, Raghu. Come here. Okay, now what you can say? Hand to hand we can have on shoulders and go on the road. Okay? Do you have any habit? Tomorrow? Sunday? Shall we meet together? Sit together. Say yes or no, right? Why are you looking at me seriously, Babu? Okay. Listen, sir. I want to give target of next week. Listen. Next week target is number 1, learning data types conclusion topic, this topic. Second point we are learning, there is a concept called projects we have to develop. Object-oriented programming we are entering. Object-oriented programming basics. Tuesday class, maybe this will take complete class. If you are fast attending, then, fast understanding, we can enter into object-oriented programming on Monday itself. Okay. Data types topic completed. Then we are entering into object-oriented programming basics. Then following by variables and types of variables. Next week target is learning 2 chapters. Object-oriented programming basics. Creating real-world objects in the programming world means a kind of project we are developing. In that project, we are facing some problem. To overcome that problem, we are entering into the next chapter called variables and types of variables. Next week is very important classes. Hope you will not miss. Okay, na? If you miss next week classes, you'll face a lot of problems. If you're fast enough to understand, then I can also enter it into methods chapter also. Variables and methods. Next week is very important. Please, I'm requesting you, don't miss the class. Practice and come. Thank you. That's all for today class.